Okay, let's turn to your student guide here. Okay, shh, guys. Okay, on the first chapter, we're going to be learning about energy. Okay, and then chapter 2 is electricity, and then the wrap up. Okay. Okay. So that you have your table of contents just like you do your textbook, right? Okay. Here's your kit products that you'll be getting in your kit. Okay. All right. In the back, look at your back. In the back, you have a glossary. Okay. So you have new terminology that we'll talk about and that you need to learn. Okay. And then you have references. So you can go to any of these websites too if you're interested in more depth about anything. Okay, and these are pretty good because a lot of them are government. Okay, a lot of them are PDF things you can learn about, and your parents can too. Your parents can look at this as well. Okay, because with your kits, you're going to be getting a take-home workbook that you work with your parents through. Okay, all right. And that just tells you about what you're supposed to do before installing your kit items. It tells you about the fiber tone alarm, the power strip, the light bulbs and night lights, your temperature, talks about your water heater, okay, and then home activity survey that you'll be doing, okay. So when you fill this out, okay, you go through this with your parents, work through with that, okay. And eventually you'll bring this back because you're going to take what you do in this workbook, okay, and put it in your survey that I send in. Okay? That survey page, there was more questions on that survey, that pre-programmed quiz, right? So there's more questions that you'll fill out on that. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Okay? And if you guys have any siblings, if that have been through 5th grade?
I think my brother.
Yes, I think so. I know I did. This is every year I've done it here, and I believe the science teachers prior to me as well did that, I believe.
I can get help by my brother.
Yes, you can get help by your brother, you bet. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's focus. What would happen if we didn't have electricity? Well, obviously we experienced that already, didn't we? I don't particularly care for it.
We have?
Well, remember the ice storm that we had? Remember we were out of school for 4 days? Okay.
For a whole week.
Okay.
I didn't. I'm spoiled. I had a generator. She's still waiting for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I know, it's fun. I'm glad we're back, aren't you? I'm so glad we're back in school. I'm glad. I am very happy we're back. Okay. All right. Kagan, why don't you read right here, sweetheart?
Energy is the ability to do work and create change.
Okay, so what do you think that is? That is what? A definition, is it not, for energy? Okay. So you can either highlight with your highlighter or a pencil or pen or whatever you have. Energy is the ability to do work and create change. Very good. Okay, go ahead, Kagan. I'm sorry, hon.
It is what allows balls to balance, light bulbs, people to run, and heights to ground. Energy is all around us. It is stored in everything that takes up space, and it can change from one form to another. One of the most common forms of energy used by people is electricity.
Okay, one of the most common forms of energy, yay, is electricity, correct? Yes. Okay. All right, Asher, read the next paragraph, sir.
Electricity is created from energy contained in Earth's natural resources. Without it, life would be less safe and less comfortable. Most stores and hospitals couldn't operate. There would be no amusement parks, video games, or electric scooters. What would life be like without electricity?
Yeah, think about that. And I know a lot of people have generators now. Okay, like Addison said, I'm spoiled because I had a generator, right? Yeah.
I didn't know you listened to that.
I can hear that.
My parents sold the generator the day before the ice storm.
Oh, no. Goodness. Okay, so some of you are spoiled, which is great. I'm glad you recognize that. And I'm glad you guys have generators. That's awesome.
I don't
Okay.
have one.
You have
Yeah.
answered during last
Okay,
class.
Liza, go ahead and read down here, sir, ma'am.
Ensure the world counts electricity and must be used with care. Public service companies are both a homeowner is doing their part by asking people to work on energy efficiency and to practice conservation.
Okay, do you remember we've talked about conservation already, right? Protecting our natural resources, what we have, taking care of things, correct? Okay, remember that's why I said that's one reason why I do no-till, okay, to help with the soil. Energy efficiency, okay. Neely, read the next one, please.
Energy efficiency and energy conservation are not the same.
Right.
Energy efficiency is using technologies that do the same thing but use less energy or changing habits to help use less energy.
Okay, so right there, energy efficiency is what? Using technologies that do the same thing but use less energy or changing habits to help use less energy. Very good. Okay, so isn't that a term? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, please, and read about conservation.
Conservation is saving or using natural resources wisely. Natural resources are used to create electricity.
Okay. All right, very good. Okay, Bentley, read that last paragraph, please.
This program will teach you the value of electricity. We will learn ways to practice energy
Efficiency.
efficiency, and you will receive a kit that has new products that can help conserve electricity. You will use the new products to replace older
Inefficient.
inefficient products you are using in your home. Installing these right will allow you will conserve electricity and help save your family money
On the utility bill. Yes. Okay, and I know you guys probably aren't familiar with that, but your parents might be, okay? So ask your parents if you want to see one, okay? You know, if they, because I guarantee they pay their utility bill every month or you wouldn't have electricity at your house, right? Okay, so ask your parents if you can see it, okay? All right, so look at this. PSO electric generation sources, okay? So what kind of graph is this? Do you guys remember?
Circle.
Circle graph or pie graph? Very good. Circle graph, pie graph, same thing, right? Very good, very good. Okay, so the highest amount comes from purchase power, 39%. The second, these wind and natural gas are tied, aren't they? 22%, and then 17% is coal. Okay, so what should these add up to? 100. Very good. Very good. Okay, and this was PSO fact sheet from 2019. So that's pretty current sources, right? 2019? Yes? Okay. All right, and you guys had 3 words on this page, right? You had energy, energy efficiency, and conservation, didn't you? Yes? Right? Okay. Good job. Okay. Okay. Sources of electricity. Sources of electricity. Okay, and we have 2 kinds. We have what are the 2 kinds?
non-renewable
And renewable. Okay. And non-renewable and renewable. What does non-renewable mean? If you know, Neely.
If we use too much, we might run out.
Yeah, we run out. It doesn't renew itself, right? We use it, it's gone. Correct? Okay. Renewable means what? Taylor.
It means that you can use it again
Again and again and again. Very good. Okay. So look at that. Water, sun, wind. Okay. Doesn't that look like it's abiotic? Yes or no?
Yep.
Remember that? Remember those terms? Abiotic. Biomass. Ooh, we haven't talked about it yet, but what is that? You guys are smart.
Living.
Uh-huh. Life mass, right. The mass of life. So it's what's left over from life, right? Dead material, organic material. So that would be what? Probably biotic, right? Yes? Okay. That was from life. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay, Addison, start right here, ma'am.
Many different natural resources are used to produce electricity. Natural resources are divided into non-renewable resources and non-renewable resources cannot be
Renewed, uh-huh. Yes.
finished and replaced, or it will take a long time to do so. This includes minerals, gold, iron, copper, coal, oil, and gas, and natural gas. Renewable sources can reproduce or
Capable.
of being
Replenished.
or replaced by natural process. Renewable resources include water, sunlight, wind, plants, and animals. Both types of resources are used to create electricity.
Okay. Good job. So renewable and non-renewable. So you guys were right on your definitions, right? Correct? Okay, you guys are pretty good. All right. All right. And if you'll notice, all of this comes from the earth, doesn't it? Okay, that's from the earth, doesn't it? Okay. All right. About electricity, Hensley, read it there, please.
Electrons in an
Atom.
atom are excited due to added heat or movement. Electricity energy is produced. The electrons move quickly, producing a charge that results in electricity. Lightning is a form of electricity.
Okay. So electrons, those, okay, an atom, that's the smallest unit of matter, is an atom, correct? Then you have 3 particles that make up an atom. Okay? You have 3 particles that make up an atom. You have a nucleus that's made up of protons and neutrons. Then you have an electron cloud. Pardon me? Yes, sir. Okay. Where do you think electrons are found? Where are electrons found? In the electron cloud. That's right. Okay. Okay. So in the nucleus, I have protons and neutrons, and then around it, I have electrons. Okay? So when electrons get excited, they move back and forth. Okay? And they transfer that energy. That's what electricity is. You get that? Electrons, electricity. Pretty easy, huh? And they move quickly. They just vibrate back and forth. Okay? Do what?
Magic School Bus episode.
Magic School Bus episode. Yes, you're right. I love Magic School Bus.
Me too.
I like it.
I'm already done with all episodes.
Oh, cool. I love it. Okay. And then, guys, what do they say? Lightning is a form of electricity, right? Anybody see Back to the Future?
Nope.
The movie?
Nope.
The original?
Yep.
Remember that big lightning flash? That bolt of electricity? No? Okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Lightning. Okay? Braylon, read that about lightning, ma'am.
Each bolt can hold up to
to 1 billion
Volts.
volts or enough to power a whole house for 1 month.
Can you believe that, guys? That's how powerful electricity is. That's why they say you don't ever want to get hit by lightning, right? Okay? Because it can kill you, right? Or do extensive damage, right? So that's why when it's lightning, that's why we don't go outside at recess. That's why you get off the lake, out of the water. Correct? Okay? Yeah, don't stand in water. That's not smart. Right. Oh, you're leaving? Are you okay? Yeah. Everything okay? Bye, sweetheart. Thank you for telling me, honey. Okay. So you have your electron cloud and electrons. So that's electricity. Lightning, excuse me, is just the flow of what? Electrons or electricity, right? The electricity, the flow of that. Good. Okay. Okay. Tatum, read here, please, ma'am.
When people produce electricity, it is usually contained inside a wire that is connected to homes and businesses. It is used to make life safer, easier, and more comfortable. In fact, electricity is used so often, most people do not realize they are using it, which makes it easy to waste. Why do people waste such a valuable resource? When electricity is wasted, the resources used to generate it are wasted as well. Let us take a closer look at how natural resources contribute to generating electricity.
Very good. Okay. All right. So that just kind of gives you an introduction to electricity, right? Okay. All right. So we will continue this tomorrow.